Do you guys use trading journals?
I do journaling in the Discord, and so that's my trading journal. I create my own. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the best things you can actually do. So one, you can track your progress that way. You write down your Stone goes through like a whole system, which is you should definitely talk to him about how he writes out and like goes through his trades. But it's definitely one of the best ways to grow.
Yeah. I've been a musician all my life. Almost. I started when I was 8. I'll be 58 December, so almost 50 years of playing music. And the thing that you do is you record yourself and then you listen back. And you do that on live performances. You do that when you practice for certain things, so that you can hear what you're doing without actually doing it. So it's the same principle. It makes you better. You learn where your mistakes are. So journaling is really important. That's like it's recording yourself and then playing it back for you to see where you made your mistakes, where you did the good things and where you did the bad things.
I knew somebody that actually lived next to Carlos Santana, and he said that his biggest annoyance was that he'd hear it was the same spot in a riff over and over, trying to get that sound perfectly right,
Yep.
where he had that mistake. And I'm like, I didn't understand it until you just said that. So
Yeah.
thank you for that.
Yeah, and that's why I look at this as correlating to music a lot, because in music you have to wait. You can't rush the tempo. If the tempo is a certain tempo, you can't play it faster than everybody else. That's called rushing. And if you don't play the passage at the right time with the right timing, it sounds off. So you practice it. It's like Jeremy's always using I'm not afraid of the guy who practices 1,000 kicks one time. I'm afraid of the guy who the karate thing. I'm afraid of the guy who practices one kick 1,000 times. That's the guy you got to worry about, not the guy who's going through different things over and over again. So
Indeed.
this is IWM, and again, this is a part of the Russell, and it kind of gives us a little idea what they say penny stocks do, but and that's a good thing for the Russell. I am blown away by this over here right now. That's
Yeah,
like that's like
I'm still
defying.
guessing.
That's defying everything
I'm thinking that it's going to doji out and roll over. Like I'm at some point.
at some point. So let's go see what we can find penny stock wise for some penny stock folks. Jeremy, if you got anything to throw up in or
Yeah.
put up, let me know.
Let me have a quick
I
look.
mean, it also feels like on the MES, we're on. It's like wave either 2 to 3 or 1 to 2. I'm not sure. That's so weird, Jeremy.
Let me get a better look at it.
Right now, you're in a trend.
Yeah, that's a full-on trend.
That is a full-on trend at the moment at 9:59 a.m.
Look at the time. Thanks, Stone.
Yeah,
Got
I
another half hour before it rolls over.
If there's a pullback, it'll happen about here, just on 10-second chart sentiment, because I'm seeing a measured move on that.
Man, SPY just hit 411, huh?
Right.
Jeez, that's great.
So let's see here.
I spent $5 and went out and bought a 431 call for September 16th. I did that Friday.
Nice.
I said, I went out and looked. I looked at the sentiment. I didn't tell anybody. Sorry, guys. And I just said, that's $5. I'm going to spend $5.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth 6 right now. Oh, no. I've made 6. Excuse me. So that would be percentage-wise. We've made 108.33% on the percentage-wise, Mr. Percentage Man.
Yeah, I love my percentage. All right, let's.
And that was Sig calls that sometimes. I've heard him say, "Yeah, it's only $5. I went and spent $5. That's my Friday thing."
There we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting through my technical issues, so I'm finally able to get things rolling here.
All right, now let's watch Riot. Riot's giving us a little bit of motion now. So, what we really want to see with Riot here is we want to go get some more price levels to see what it's going to do.
Here's that pullback. So we're looking to pull back to about 41.10 on futures. So it'll be let's see here. Yeah, 410 on SPY.
on my 2-hour chart, we're going to go find some of these levels where this guy's going. Where are we at right now? All right. Well, it looks like we're in a zone, right? We talked about this one. Dang, charts. I love charts. I love it when my charts do that. Really, not really. All right.
Look at
This
that.
guy right here.
Locked.
Look at this.
Every level.
See him? See him? Look at this guy.
Yeah.
That's our control bar for the range we're in right now, isn't it, Mr. Jeremy?
Yes, sir.
And I just did that lesson yesterday. I love how all this comes together today. So there's the range we're in right now, which means we have to break out of that range for this to continue. And you see prices just kind of staying in that little range. So I don't want to do anything until it breaks out that range, which is our high here. So we don't want to, you get faked out, you get a wick out of it here, you get a wick out of it here. You might get a bar that looks like it's getting ready to go full blown bar, and then, you know, you wait for it to close and it turns out to be a wick or something. So you have to wait, and you have to wait for those setups. And in the meantime, let's go grab a couple of price targets. So look at this bar. Bada bang, that's a price target. Let me fix this. I have my settings to where it doesn't always hit the open, high, low, close,
Right.
because I want to get those VWAP bends. All right, so we're going to go get a price target. I could use this bar. I could use a green bar. But this guy, there's my ladder right there.
Here we go.
Jeremy, this stuff, he calls this the easy button.
Yeah.
So I went and got some price targets real quick on the 2-hour chart. Do I have any on the 30-minute chart? Not really in the last 10 days. So I'm going to rely on those price targets. And now I'm going to go back down. Again, I used the 2-minute because I learned on it early on, and I see a lot more on it setup wise. And I don't see anything here. You're still just crapping out on us, buddy. You got to get up here. You got to break this level right here.
Is that a diamond?
I don't know if that's a diamond.
I got a quick scalp line.
Coming to a point there.
You got a quick scalp on what, the MES?
No, GGR, Golf Romeo.
And you're still soft, Jeremy. That's so weird.
Really?
That looks like a fish beak to me. I mean, a bird beak.
I've got a target.
Is that what we're
triangle.
calling that? I like
Look
that.
at this.
Oh, and then it
Ooh.
drops through.
They must have known we were watching it.
Maybe.
They knew we were talking about it. They were like, oh, they saw us. Quick, drop it.
Terrible, drop it. Well, in the meantime, IWM.
Target to 575.
Wow, look at
Hey,
these
there's
guys.
my doji over on SPY. Nice.
There's your doji over on SPY. Now it's got to come back. Could come back and test this. It hasn't done that.
Yeah,
It could.
Yeah, I could go wave it.
Or it could just decide to do what it wants to do. So,
It's
you
the
know,
thing. What
you
does
got-
it want to do?
what does it want to do? Econ, as far as econ goes, we have a 3-year note auction at 11:30 a.m. and a 10-year note auction at 1 p.m. I'd have to go look at another calendar to figure that out, because it's not giving me like the volatility that you can find on some of these sites. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to pull back to about 4105 here on the futures chart. And then we could set up for continuation for another measured move on that.
This is 10 o'clock. Where are we at 10 o'clock? Again, I'm going to go try to find some of these penny stocks we can put up there for folks. Really, the penny stock market is so different than it was last year. Ken said the other day, he said, this market sucks. I was like, yeah, I want to get his perspective on it, because Ken's always doing penny stocks. And it's just really been strange lately.
It's nuttier than squirrel scat.
Well, I guess what it is, it's not that it's strange, it's that it's post-pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Have you taken a look at INM at all?
Earlier I did. I'll go back and look at it right now. Is he moving?
I don't know. It's just under top pre-market gainers.
Oh, you see, and that Webull app,
Yes, I'm looking through that right now, actually.
that Webull app is great. Better
One-
than my fingers.
One to put on the watch list, Alpha Romeo Quebec, ARQQ. It's got some daily resistance right where it's at, and if that breaks out, quick target will be about 750.
ARQQ.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got that one going up over here. IWN. Now I looked at this guy. It seems like what did I see about him? What was I thinking on you? Boy, you can see that right there, though. Right. See how it lines? What I'll do is when I see, like, if this is some support level, you see, it's real simple. I just click my price line here. Well, it's not my price tool on this one. Good, good. Wonderful stuff. I click my price line here on TOS. I hit edit properties, or I don't even have to do that. I just go here and I extend it to the left. Now I can take that and I can find all the levels that this guy's wicking to, and I can see that that's, trying to use that as support now. This was previously resistance. Now it's trying to tell us that this is a support zone. So if that's support for us, then we could see a continuation if it doesn't break that support. Well, there are so many things to show, guys. I don't want to confuse you, but I am going to go to something different right now. You're going to learn about the bends.
The bends.
You're going to learn
Dude,
about the bends.
I already learned about that in diving school.
I know. Here's the bends. You ready to see the bends?
Here's
Okay.
the
You
bend.
notice I drew this line right here. Okay. Well, right here, you see you have the VWAP and the 15, the gold and the red, or they're crossing. They're making a connection. So something's happening with price. And as you can see in that area where they're making that connection, we've got wicks into that level. Well, then back down here, I've got this looks like a bend, just a little crinkle
And
right here.
intersection.
It's an intersection. This little thing right here, well, there's something about that if I highlight it, we might see something happen there. Those are moving averages and volume weighted average coming together. So something could happen with that.
So that's the crinkle and the candle next to it that you were talking about on Thursday.
Yeah, right here, this one.
Yep. That's what you're talking about. Okay.
Yep. And so you see those, and it's again this is something that I just kind of started seeing about 4 or 5 months ago, Jeremy, and I had a little observation, and I started wondering, well, how good is my observation? And I see things like this. This indicator is auto support and resistance, and it gives me training wheels for pivot points. This is a pivot right here. It's telling me, well, what do I have right here? I've got a bend in that VWAP. So I take that bend and I bring it to this next one. I'm not necessarily going to go to all of them like that, but I bring it to this next one because that's a pivot, and that tells me price is going to do something when it gets there. Now, what's it going to do? I don't know, but I want to watch it. But we might get a V bottom off of this. If we get a fall off and then we get a V bottom and you get like a hammer into this and it starts forming a morning star, well, guess what? I'm going to look to take an entry because it's bouncing off of this and it's giving me a descending channel into that zone. So it becomes another busy intersection. And that's what I look for. Busy intersections when I use all of these indicators. And it's really not a lot. I'm using 4 moving averages in VWAP here. Those are my lines. And then I use 2 indicators down here. I do have some of these candlestick indicators, the zigzag and everything. But when you boil it down, you want to see what the candle close is and where its relationship is to those levels. And that's how you can find those. For me, that's how I find targets. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah, man.
Crystal clear.
That was loud and clear to me.
Okay. I'm hoping that folks get that. I'm not saying, necessarily take a trade right now or anything there. But that is how you find those
He's
areas where price, like a demand zone, where price is going to go. Market makers want that price to be there. There's a reason that it has history, and so they want it to be there where they're gonna make their profit. They're gonna get their entry.
May I perception check that with you real quick?
Say again?
May I perception check that? Make sure that I'm perceiving you right?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the spots where VWAP has an intersection with another line and where the crinkles are, basically, and the candle next to it. So you mark the area where the intersection happened, you mark the area where the candle next to it is, and you look, and those are the areas that you look further down the line for something to happen. We're not sure which way it's going to go, but what we are looking for is the candlestick patterns to set up to show us what direction it most likely is going to move in.
I think so. I think that's pretty much what we're saying. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah, I'm looking for intersections. And now it takes time. I'm looking at stuff. If you're new, I was thinking about this yesterday. I mean, I thought I could do this in 3 months. What a fool, huh? Because how could you learn any of this stuff without going through a whole year of seasons
Right.
of the stock market? How many earnings are you going to go through in just a few months? How many earnings reports? How many FOMC meetings are you going to go through in just a few months? How many market maker moves are going to take place in just 3 months? Whereas a whole year, you get a season. You get a whole season to see, on holidays and everything. How does all that stuff affect the market? Well, you got to learn that. And to do that, it takes time. Now, you can study it by looking at charts, and you might be able to do it in 3 months. Somebody might be able to do it in 3 months.
I've not met anyone.
And
Right.
but you could probably learn a lot.
No, you
But don't
definitely need
think
that.
don't think that you're just gonna walk in here and, oh yes, the stock market. I mean, we're having to put our knowledge against people who have been doing this for decades and who are trying to take our money.
Getting close
Yep.
to a year now, and I've learned so much.
Yeah, and look, I mean, you can do a lot in a year, right? Especially if you spend the time to do it. What am I looking
Yeah.
for? I know what I'm looking for. Why aren't you giving me what I'm looking for?
Well, they say that humans overestimate what they can do in 1 year and they underestimate what they can do in 5.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, 5 years are important. All right, where is price at right now? See why I want my indicator over here to give me my line? 1406, I think, is where it is. 1405.53. So we're about right there. It is right there. All right, so I could hit this control bar. Just looking for prices for some targets to give me on INM. Another thing I do is when I look at a stock that's moving is especially in pre-market, I like to see how it's actually moving in pre-market. Because pre-market, sometimes you'll have stocks that blow up in pre-market,
Right.
but they don't do anything the rest of the day. Now, this is a green candle right here. I know it looks magenta right now, but this is a green candle. That's a bull candle. And that opened back on the 24th of June. And it went wild. I wonder how many people got caught in that wick or how many people got caught in this wick
Right.
right there. So, and then it goes, pretty much sideways for the whole day. So I'm interested in how a stock moves in its pre-market. There's one, I think it's BDJX. You'll see it come up in scanners all the time. It never does anything in the daytime. Never does anything in regular trading hours. It only moves in the pre-market. How many inexperienced traders get caught chasing that thing in the pre-market where you don't have a stop loss or anything, and buy into it and then hold it thinking it's going to go up, only to see it flush. So that's the thing about the penny stocks. They're a great place to learn price action because you can buy. I mean, this is 1430, but you go from paper trade and then you want to, like in TOS buds. I think it's buds in TOS. Well, in regular TOS and the paper trading, they don't give you all the studies. You can't get these studies in paper trading. So when you graduate from paper trading, where you can learn your candlesticks and you're ready to get in there and start moving always with these averages, you can come into TOS and trade one share. You could do the same thing in Webull. You can do a fraction of a share in Webull. And then that way, you're not going to kill yourself financially, and you'll be able to learn in real time with just buying one share and putting your stop losses in place where they need to be put in place. And there's a lot to talk about, and we're working on nailing all this stuff down for everybody to give you a smooth process to be able to learn from beginning to end and get you started on your journey of becoming a trader.
Very well spoken, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, what do we got happening here?
We're setting up for another push.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that. Look at that. Look at it right here.
I like money.
I like it. I like it. I like it. But we were talking about V bottoms earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's that. Look at that. Then. Is that an elephant foot? Nope.
That is like an elephant foot. But now if we go to the 2-minute, look what it is. I love this. Oh, I see spies getting ready to take off again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Get ready
loading
to
up.
Get ready to attack that high. Now that could be a double top, couldn't it?
Can be, but we're going to watch the
It could.
It
breakout.
looks more like a pennant.
I've got, I'm zooming in on that 10-second chart on my futures here, and we're seeing
I don't even have my futures open, dadgummit.
key resistance being snapped just about now. I'm considering getting long on a breakout if this doesn't close a wick here on the 1 and 5.
All righty then. So INM moving to. Wait, hang on a second. What does INM look like? That's looking not bad at all, actually.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby, sir.
We just blew through a key pivot here at 4110 here, and that was marked out from last week as primary target for a measured move on the 1-hour chart. Remember?
I just realized. Yeah, I just realized I don't have something up. Dang it! It ain't y'all's problem. I forgot to put something on that I usually use. What am I on? Oh, that's because that's my 4 for Discord. Okay. Here we go. All right, guys, I got to run for just a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Look at the pretty colors while I'm going.
Look at the pretty colors. Look at the flowers.
Great day, Stone.
Heck yeah. This is pretty awesome day so far, but this trend is going to do some weird stuff when it hits the end of this measured move I have marked out here. Let me get into this. So I've got like base at about 40.95 and 40.10. So we're set up for a $5 move, which could set us at about 41.20 from here. But if we push that, we can get momentum up as high as 41.40. So watch for a pullback around 41.20 and we'll see if we get going. As if you're watching the futures there. And let me see what else we got here. There is one more thing and I'm trying to find it. There we go. Let me pull up the 1-hour chart. Oh, I should probably broadcast that, huh? There you go. So your 1-hour chart here, we're looking at this entire range.
I had to check the plumbing, make sure it works.
From 826.
Is it working?
Yeah.
From 826 about 10 a.m. There's a big range we're climbing up here, and we're just at the key resistance here at about 41.20. And if we break out of that, dude, we've got range all the way up to 41.90. It's insane.
Oh yeah, there is insane. Yeah, I looked at the daily chart.
There's a 1-hour control candle up to about 41.33, and then there's another control bar that goes all the way up to that 41.90.
Are you looking at a 1-hour chart?
Yeah. on the MES there, and it is just gonzo the kind of range that's on that. So it's setting up. That measured move looks promising, so we'll see what happens.
I'm looking at it too. For some reason I don't have my ADR indicators on. I don't know why. Okay, boom. I got price levels on this. This guy over here, right here. This is what I wait for. Anytime I see a morning star, I want to wait a minute. Sometimes what happens is, look at this guy. Sometimes you'll get a drop like this, a morning star, and then it'll fake you out and it'll just come out. And that morning star will be a fake out to get inexperienced traders or new traders in. And that's why they have to be in context. Now, I have seen morning stars on sideways happen and then price go up. But this guy, he's getting mighty close. Look, that's just too low. See what he does. Is he going to hold that wick right there?
I was mentioning.
And then now, this is double bottom right here. Ugly one.
I'm keeping an eye on Carvana here too, by the way.
Carvana, is that the one?
Yeah,
which one is that?
CVNA.
CVNA. CVNA. All right, I'll put that over here so I can do this.
It's looking like a wave 2 to 3 push right now. And I don't quite have a valid target, but I would say about 43 to 44 on that range bar, just by rough estimate.
So many ways we can practice and look at things.
And if you look left, there's lots of control bars on the previous descending trend. So, all right, so we got a little kickback right off of the Globex high 41.18 on the MES there, and we pulled back right to 41.15.
Yeah, this little guy here, it looked a little weak here for a second. All right, we're hitting into that area. We wicked into that 1572 right there. All we did to get that price target was there. I guess I could have hit this guy here and this guy here, and we could have walked it right back up. I'm gonna go look for some more targets on. If anybody's interested, I mean, it's a little more expensive than Riot's getting up there than a regular penny stock, but it is still a penny stock pharmaceutical company. I think they had news about Uncle Joe going down and getting some kind of 16 million private. Oh, wait a minute. What time was this? Wow. Look at that, Jeremy.
Oh, wow.
What is it? I can't see.
A private placement at $8.68 a share.
Ooh.
Doesn't that usually flush the stock out?
Private placement?
Not private placement, no.
No, offerings do.
Yeah, offerings do, but private placement's a different story. They're doing a fundraising, yes, but those are Series A typically on private placement. And they'll go hit up institutional investors for that, is what it is. It just gives them an exclusive offer, so to speak.
All right, SPY in the MES. I got that little hammer right there.
Yeah, hey, Jeremy, were you sharing your screen too?
I'm transcribing what we're doing here up to YouTube, and
okay.
Occasionally I'm flashing that other screen up, but it's a delay on our YouTube channel. I apologize for that, but.
Well, no, I was looking at the Discord. I didn't see the streaming on Discord there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've been throwing screenshots in the comments there, but that's about it. Or not
gotcha.
Not in the comments on the stream, but in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's chart nasty. There's chart nasty.
I was waiting to see it. I was waiting for it to come out. Look at that.
All these historic levels. Mm-hmm. This is my SPY. Now the thing about SPY, we were talking about earlier, it's because it has history and it stays true to its history, and its history rhymes.
Yes. Gotta punch 412 here.
25%. I like that. And so I have these levels. I have 411.79. That's a low of day from 8.8. So it's respecting these levels. We've been here before. Look, I have levels all the way up there, and that, and that, and that. That is
Yeah,
chart
now
nasty.
we're talking. That's
Now
I wanted to
that's
see that.
yeah. Now,
Yeah.
but you see, I've learned this about TOS. I can go up here and I can change things, and I can get to a chart that doesn't have all that, and I can start fresh every day with one, and then on another screen, I can keep my
Nasty chart.
yeah, exactly. I keep that on. I have it on another grid. I'm looking at it to my left right now, and I've got everything on there. And I have to, the downside is I have to do two Globex highs or three Globex highs if I do it that way. But yeah, look at that, and tweezer top
Oh no, don't do it.
on the 1 minute.
I mean, technically, though, the goal is to get to just being able to read a naked chart
Correct.
because, they say that they've asked people who've been trading a long time, I mean, these guys were they were like, please draw out what you think a Bollinger Band, what the Bollinger Bands are doing around there. And they're like, oh, yeah, I think it did this and this. And like everybody was pretty much the same. They thought it bubble, you know how it bubbles?
Right.
Yeah.
We don't really use that, of course, between us, but um, that's the really interesting thing is that to a certain point, once you get to a certain point, you basically know what everything else is doing when the candles are doing what they're doing.
Right.
Looking further
Right.
left on the 1 minute chart for MES, we've got potential for a $10 measured move here, but it's not looking so hot on the 10-second chart right now.
Well, Riot sucks. INM. Look at this. We're building
Just
off that
mimicking
high
what
right now. Boom.
Riot just did the same thing that it did before on in a smaller way.
Yep. All right. So here we've got this almost cup and handle-ish look.
It does have that look, doesn't it? Isn't that kind of reversed though?
I'm gonna do a 1 hour chart like Jeremy did too, because sometimes those candles will split up and you can get a little bit more price targets.
You can find some stuff and things on those.
Stuff and things. I like that. Stuff and things. All right, we're at 1604. We're at 1604. All right. Well, I can hit that. I could hit that.
Last chance for love on SPY here, otherwise this can pull back more. We're just under that 1 minute 8 period. Build me a hammer or it's over.
Look at that peak right there at 1750. That's a VWAC peak, but that's like a candle with no volume. 1631. But look,
Ooh.
that is a target. I already got that one. Oops.
Yay, my distribution took place today. Cool.
How long is it? Is that in Tradovate?
Yeah, I set it up on Thursday instead of Friday this time, and it came through today, so that's kind of cool.
Now, here's the thing, with these price targets and everything, market makers know all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They know everything we're doing.
As I mentioned.
Decades worth of it.
Yeah. And, but, they still, we're at a pivot there. You still do that, mark out those levels, and that's when we start looking at all the things and say, okay, where's price going? What the candle closes are? What are my formations? Now look how uniform that is, by the way. You see that?
Beautiful. Yeah.
That's
Cleanage.
being controlled. That is being controlled, not by us.
No, we're just.
We are among you.
Yeah, we're like a
I
minnow.
I just want to grab onto some coattails, man.
We're like a minnow in a very vast ocean full of sharks.
That's it. Well, we're like those suckers on those whales that swim,
Yeah.
We're living off.
The sucker on the shark.
Yeah. I want to be on the whale.
Or at least a whale carcass. Oh, just kidding.
Now,
Well,
the
the suckers on the shark, actually, the shark don't attack them.
Right.
Sharks don't attack them.
That's true. All right, so we're moving.
All right, so SPY completed a half measured move here. It's got to get back above that 1 minute 8 period to maintain momentum here, or it can fail right now. pull back.
See if it stays inside of a, what's that, 5-minute chart? Yeah.
Ah, disheartening.
What, the pullback?
Yep.
Well, hang on now. You got 41, 29, 20 on the MES as a key spot, and it just crossed over that. If it comes back down and test that level, that 4130-ish, you got 4166 above too. I'm sorry, I didn't do that on this chart.
All good. What the heck just happened there?
Any questions, anybody? How y'all doing out there? Let's see. Chat, anything? No?
And yeah, I'm thinking that Riot's gonna do another dump right about. That's what it looks just like its big brother above it.
We lost Bud. Oh, it's Bud.
He's around.
It's early for Bud, isn't it? He's getting ready to go work.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
ready to get out of here.
This little indecision thing right there,
Yep.
kind of slowing down. What's coming up? It's 10:32. Oh, I got nothing there. What are you doing there? Okay, go back.
10:30 fizzle.
Yeah, we'll
It
see.
either pops or fizzles.
Still got some strength on these guys here.
I'm sorry, I just have a feeling that SPY is just gonna like there's just gonna be a big hole, like red candles just gonna suddenly appear.
Walking that 8 right there. See what kind of volume we got. The volume's increasing. Yeah, here comes. You're welcome, bud. Have a great day. Be safe out there, okay?
But take care of yourself, man. Be safe.
Yeah, this looks like it might roll down here, guys. That's a triple top. Break that 41.15, and it's going to pull back to about 41.10 probably. Here she go.
Did you say 41.15?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just crashing through that right now. I got 41.10 as support if this pulls back.
I mean, that's a big drop. Riot, we're disappointed in you.
There,
Get off my
I
screen.
was gonna do it. Did I call that?
Yep,
Just do what its big brother
Just
did.
go away,
Drop
Riot.
again. Drop
Leave me
again. Go
alone.
away. Go away, Riot.
Leave me alone.
I went and bought one of those micro Bitcoin futures or whatever with the $25 margin.
Oh, really?
The Nano. Actually, I'm sitting in a
And
positive.
Tradeovate?
Yeah. I'm sitting in a positive $12.50 position right now.
I kind of like that. Sounds
Hey,
good.
Huh.
I've
Can
been
you-
holding this since Friday.
There you go.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle through some stocks on this lower window right here. And I'll probably talk about it as I go, like this right here. Why? That's no reason to even be on my scanner. Why are you on my scanner? That's nuts. That doesn't look good. That don't look good.
There's my little Nano Bitcoin position right there in the chat.
Drug is on drugs. That don't look good.
Getting high today. Not
Is
in a good
that
way.
is that Nano? Is that today's chart, or is that like what is that on?
Yeah,
Is that on like a minute?
that's a 5-minute chart from just a second ago.
5-minute chart?
Yep.
Man, and you've been holding it since Friday, so
Yeah.
it's really come up pretty good here, huh?
That's not bad.
That was the Nano. I'm in the
Yep.
penny stock. I'm in the penny stock chat.
Oh, it won't help you.
PMXD. It's got a little push going on. It's pump. It could halt. Who knows?
Yeah, the thing about that nano is it's slow moving. Like for that to make me that money, I mean, it had to move up.
It's all part of a meme stock.
Yeah. It had to move up
That's what
quite a bit for that to happen. So
that's what
it's
this is.
slow,
Right?
slow going.
That's a pump dump.
Here
I
comes
have
that
levels.
pullback to 4110 I had marked out on the ES, by the way.
All right, guys, I gotta go run some errands, get some groceries, and
Oh
Righty
yeah.
then.
finish unpacking. So I'll see you guys. I'll see
Thank
you
you
in the
for being
morning.
in here, Devin.
Thanks for having me, buddy. I'll talk to you
Appreciate
soon.
you a
Huh?
bunch. All right.
I
Sounds
appreciate
good.
you too, buddy. Bye.
So from 4130 to 4110?
4115 to 4110 was the drop I was calling.
Where you got it at right now?
I went short at
No. Where is
Oh.
it? What price do you have right now? It's
40
showing.
4115 back up to 4115. Sorry.
Are you on what are you on? That's not the MES, is it?
Yeah, it's MES.
I got 4133, 4134.
That's odd.
Look. Right here on my MES in my left corner. Bottom
What
left.
is going on? Huh.
Let me sign in the Trailvate.
My data is doing weird stuff then, because that's like, let me see, if you go to no, the candles look the same. What the heck?
Man, this is not right.
No, something's wrong.
Right now, I've got something that came up. It said the following products in your workspace have a lower total traded volume than the upcoming expiration. Please consider rolling these contracts in your quotes, DOMs, and charts. Am I supposed to roll things? And that's what's going on?
I mean, you do have to roll them, but I mean, this is by
How do
no
you roll?
means necessary.
Yeah.
Usually,
That is
usually it'll
really
prompt you,
odd.
and you just
This is
activate
really
it.
strange. That's not accurate.
Now, are you in MES U2?
No, I'm looking at the Tradeovate MES, and it's at 41.12.25.50 now.
Yep.
And I'm looking at TOS at the MES, and it's at 41.30.75.
How weird! It hasn't even hit that today. Globex high was 41.19.50.
No.
Interesting.
What was your my Globex high is 41.14.
Oh, you know what? I'm having the data delay on the desktop version of Tradeovate because on my phone, yeah, it's showing 41.30.
Why are we having a data delay?
I have no idea. That is crazy. Like, I got a position on and everything. This is weird.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Yeah, that's a huge data difference.
Mine's telling me 9:39 a.m., which is 10:39, and it's moving. All right, sorry guys, we're having an issue here. This is a pretty big deal.
No, this is a huge deal because that means my position's nowhere near what I'm looking at.
No. Are you selling?
Well, I sold that short, but that was not good because it's showing the order at the wrong place. I have never seen this happen before. This is a weird one.
No, they've done some other stuff before with the volume profiles, but I'm gonna go to help.
Yeah, same here. I'm going to complain because that cost me a few bucks. Wow, that was nuts.
All right, yeah, I just messaged and asked why is the MES showing the wrong price. Come back over here, PXMD.
Yeah, this is silly. I am going to really raise hell with this because that was absolute garbage.
You can call them.
Oh, I'm about to.
You can call them.
First, I
Because
need
I
to
ain't
go
touching
and
it.
screenshot my order history because this is
Yeah.
this ain't cool at all.
No. I could have hurt you really bad.
Oh, it did.
I kept thinking, what the hell is he saying? 4115, 4110. I'm looking at 4137 going, it's going to drop that far?
Yeah, we can even go back. I'm like taking video
This
of
is going to,
this.
this could be a pop right there.
Dude, this is nuts.
Actually, this had a nice little character. It's just ticky tack or looks like chiclets or whatever in the pre-market. So if it hits that high, that's a pivot.
Jeez,
It's going
dude.
to fight. It might just drop. It's actually up way high and needs to come down a little bit. And they're not asking me any question. They're not answering me. They must know they have a glitch.
Yeah, they are going to have to fix that for sure. This is insane.
They must know they have a glitch. Let me just double check my email in case they're saying something. Don't see anything from them in the email. Wow. That is insane. And it tells you got a data delay? There's no way.
No, it doesn't tell me anything about the data delay. It's just
No, there is no data delay.
I'm looking at the data on my phone and it's accurate, right around that 4130 area. And I'm looking at the I need to go log in and let me see here. Hang on a second. It's weird because I can pull up the order history on my phone, but I can't pull it up on the desktop.
I am moving. I was going to try to go get some levels. I got a little distracted, as we all did. If you got a TradeOvate account, we all got distracted just now. I'm really glad I didn't. I'm sorry, Jeremy's in that. Look, this guy is pump and dump.
I gave a really disgusted look on camera here when I was dealing with that. I was like, what the hell just happened?
It's meme stock. It's why. See that there are less retail traders, I think, now. They're still in there, but there's just less of them. Pandemic money's gone.
Yeah.
And I don't get how these AMC people can think this stock's going to go up and that shorts haven't been covering. I don't get that. So with the penny stocks, it's you gotta be quick. Jeremy's right. I mean, I see patterns on the 2-minute chart better because I kind of trained with a guy who had a 2-minute chart longer than I did with Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
But as I see the 1-minute chart, and now that I'm with Jeremy longer, I can see that those quick scalps. You want to look at that structure on a 1-minute chart. You can look at your larger time frames, but you want to look at your structure on that 1-minute chart. We got morning stars forming on SPY and on the MES. All right, they're not answering me on support.
Yeah, they're They're going to owe me some money on this, or I'm going to raise hell. Because that was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from them.
Yep.
Until I get figured it out. All right, so there's a descending channel right there. You can find these descending channels just about anywhere. You know, my lines aren't going to be perfect.
Yeah, I've got a screenshot of the orders right here.
Fudge packer. And you can see if we get above that right there, then that would be a true morning star. Minute chart, want to see it break up over that. Want to see all these guys get back together again where it's green, gold, and purple.
See, here's the weird thing. So I show an order right here on my screen. Long, one order at 41.16, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the sell order says 41.14 when price was running like 41.30. So that 41.16 should have made a nice chunk of change, you would think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, this is insane.
Still way off.
Uh-huh.
No answer from chat.
Yeah, I'm sure they got people flooding them right now going,
You need to
deal with this,
reimburse
or
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Better deal with this, or there's going to be an angry mob surrounding your building.
Well, if somebody
Torches
lost a
and
lot of money,
pitchforks.
they could sue them.
Oh, absolutely.
So, you know, you gotta be a certain amount of money before you can do that.
Yeah, no. I had one MES contract on, but I was literally about to start trading a couple of ES contracts today on that desktop version, and that would have killed me. I would have, I would have been hiring lawyers at that point.
Well, let me look at something now. This is an unusual thing. Let's look at the patterns.
Because the candles all look the same. Even if I look at a 1 minute on SPY versus 1 minute on MES, they're tracking just right along. Just the prices are off.
Yeah, I see that.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's what I was going to look. That's what I wanted to go look for. I mean, we're looking at the 1 minute that looks exactly like the 1 minute that I, have. Their prices are off.
Yeah.
So I can't, Does that mean if I take an entry now at 41.13 and it's really 41.32 that I'll automatically make, 20 points?
Oh God, yeah, that'd be cool.
What is that? That'd be $100 if on a one contract.
If that's what they're advertising on the brokerage when you bought it, I don't know. I got to figure out the rules on that because I'm sure there's some serious issues here.
So I have to roll over. I didn't know I had to roll over. All right, so INM is popping up. Sorry, I'm not trading that, guys.
These
I haven't
contracts.
taken a trade yet.
Hang on. Let me get you the date that the MES U2. That is the September expiration, so you don't have to worry about that. That's September. When is it? Hang on, I'll find it.
For the rollover?
Let's see, September 22nd is the date that you have to roll it over by. So I mean, we still got plenty of time for that. So.
I didn't know you had to roll over. What happens if you don't roll over?
Well, when those contracts expire, poof. So yeah, be sure to not hold them that long.
I'm not holding anything. I don't know why it's telling me that.
Right.
That's just it. I don't know what I'm holding. I don't see anything in my orders.
Well, the 22nd is rollover day, so just as long as you're aware of that. So the next contract would be MES Z2, which would be October expiration.
So if you don't roll it over, it'll take your money?
No, it's just you want to roll it over, or it executes, or it auto liquidates at that point.
Your whole account?
No, just the position.
Right. Well, how do I know I have a position when I don't know that I have a position? That's just it. I don't think I have any positions. How would I have a position? Wouldn't I see it?
If you don't have a position, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to call these guys.
It's just to roll your data over, so you want to make sure you're in the right contracts.
All right, so this was a nice, pretty morning star on the MAS, by the way, on the 2 minute chart. That actually is a morning star. came at descending channel, boom, like that. Unlike when we were looking at the guy before that was coming on a descending channel and gave us the fake morning star wherever he is.
Yeah.
Remember that just a minute ago?
Yeah. The next expiration is December 22nd. So that's the MES Z2. Apparently, that's already trading pretty well volumed.
All right, it is 10:51. We're coming into that 11 o'clock hour. This guy did move a little bit for us today. Actually moved a few dollars. It's a pretty good mover.
Let me throw the MES Z2 up.
Breaks that high, 1749. You got 1844. I don't have anything above that at the moment, but I can do this.
Huh. Oh, get a load of this.
All right. You putting it in?
I will.
You're in futures, right?
Yeah. Sorry for the unprecedented interruptions in our ordinary.
No, it's just this is important. This is the kind of thing that this is, why you have to know your brokers and everything.
Right. So if you look at my grid here, I put the MES Z2 in the top left. That's the correct price.
Yes.
But compared to the other charts around it.
And what is the MES Z2?
That's the December 22nd expiration.
So you could trade it the same way. It's still $5. It's just that it's different.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a different date.
It's just different expiration date.
Yes, sir.
So you can go into the MES Z2 and make sure your trades are right.
Exactly.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's more involved than you think.
Yeah.
I like to keep it simple. I just scalp them, so
I do too. I try to keep it simple, Stone.
I'm not holding longer than seconds in most cases. So nutty, man. I've never seen that before. This is an experience for me. Like I said, I haven't been trading futures for a whole year, so I don't.
Right.
I'm a little naive to some of this stuff. I'll still scalp it. I'm totally happy with that. But just a matter of there's a lot of details involved in it that I don't know about, and I'll happily admit that.
Right. I wonder if we're going to get some kind of midday wedge breakover-ish thing.
Yes, indeed,
Yeah, that's
sir.
why you were saying all that. I was like, no, I got 41.14. That's
Yeah.
the glowback. I'm like, what?
Crazy. I don't know why the prices would skew like that. I mean, if contracts are still being traded, they're still being traded. Why wouldn't they trade at a different price? Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very interesting. I'll learn.
Well, that's what we're doing. That's what, some of this is learning, when you step up to new things.
Oh, for sure.
Any stocks, this looks like it's forming an M top right there. He's kind of losing strength there, maybe. I did wick into the 8.
Yeah.
I do like the 8.
The numbers changed, so like now they're
4109.
now they're messing with my P&L for the day. I'm flat right now. I have been flat since that issue, and now
Wow.
they're messing with the P&L. Interesting.
You might want to just give those guys a phone call.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to give them one. Let's go look at the scanners, and I'll scroll through some things right here. We'll cycle through. This guy has had some movement. I hadn't seen anything that was going to give me an entry there. Missed an entry over here. So it did kind of go level for a little bit, but
I'm going to close that Bitcoin thing now that I think about it. That's done.
And how much was that contract for the Bitcoin? What were you trading?
So the margin's only $25, and it's the nano Bitcoin futures.
Is it a $5 contract still?
No, they move differently. So it's like every. Oh, let me get the specs up for it. Hold on. I'll put those in the chat too, by the way.
Okay.
Where is it? The ticker for it is BIT, and then you'll want to choose your expiration. Let's see here about. But Yeah, they're tiny, and like if you want to practice a little bit of scalping with a lot less risk, because yeah, Bitcoin moves pretty violently, but I mean it's got to move by $1,000 for you to have a $10 difference in one contract. So, but let me show you what's up here.
That is Nano.
Yeah, the Nano. Oh boy, Casper blew
Right.
up my messages. I'll go check that out later.
Okay, it looks like we're
Here you go. There's
that
in the
morning
chat.
star is gone.
And I'll read it out loud too for everybody out there in YouTube land. So Bitcoin Nano futures contracts. Let's see, symbol BIT. Currently is U2 September 22nd expiration. It would be Z2 for December 22nd expiration. And minimum price move is it's a nickel per tick, or a nickel. Your contract moves a nickel for every $5 that Bitcoin moves. So, like I said, it takes a lot of movement for you to really make any money.
I see. Yeah.
Day margin $25, full margin $70.40 a contract. So you can trade this with a relatively small account fairly effectively, but just note that it's going to be swing trading. Unless it's moving a couple $1,000s in minutes, which it does sometimes. You're not going to have much of a scalp to have there on day trading it, but swing trading you can certainly do. And these things chart the same way anything else charts. So I mean, it's just a matter of you locate your trade opportunities, form your plan, and trade your plan.
410.51 on SPY. Yeah, I got a Globex low of 824.22 at 410.57. And I got a VWAP at 410.51. And that is where price on SPY is currently hovering.
Let's see, today's the 12th. There's nothing on the calendar for like roll day, but rollover day was the 8th. We knew that. End of quarters on the 30th. Quadwitch expiration is on the 16th, which is this Friday. Okay.
Still don't have the levels right. All right, so let's see. SPY is going to walk this level. It's also coming close to VWAP.
Huh?
I'll be right back.
Since when am I going to be a co-host? Those folks over at money.net must be confused. I'm going to have to talk to them. Well, look at that drop. I think it's safe to say we could just start trading Z. At least the damn price is accurate. That is gonzo, dude. Oh, look at that triple top. Hey, hey, hey.
Where you see the triple top on the...
Look at the 1 minute on the on the MES and ES. This is awesome. I won't trade it, but I'm going to watch the data flow just to get you guys in YouTube a chance to see what a real triple top looks like. That's the breakover you trade right there on a triple top. You short that all the way down to half, like 41.15 would be your target. And if you want to ride momentum, watch for that 8-period shift where price jumps back over. And you would say, okay, I can ride this trend as low as 41.08. Just be cautious. Once you see that price even approach putting a bar across that 8-period, things are going to change in a hurry. Anytime that happens, look at the history. This nice trend right up till you got a bar through the 8 period. Done. All right, begin, end. That simple. Just kind of showing people out there in YouTube land. I'm sorry.
Oh, you just put up a YouTube? I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So I'm running. Basically, I'm running your feed from the trade room here as a screen grab and relaying it to YouTube for you, and then we're all getting the audio from the Discord channel. So it's kind of cool.
All right, here you go. Your PXMD just hit a new high. Well, I took my eyes off of it. I'm still concerned about the MES thing. I got to call those folks and find out what's going on.
Yeah, no, for sure. Me too.
I hadn't taken a trade yet, so.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just let you know I'm sorry I keep popping in and out there. I'm trying to trade and deal with a lot of stuff here at the same time. So, but I'll be in and out. I'm trying to catch what I can here.
All good, man.
All good, Paul.
Yep.
Trying to figure out some things here on our end too.
Yeah, no, we're
Well, I've got some medical issues going on with one of my kids, so I'm trying to manage that and just some others, basically some issues going on in the States. I'm trying to deal with my family,
gotcha.
my parents. So,
Totally understood.
Totally
Yeah.
understood.
well, the frustrating thing is at the same time you can't stop doing what you're doing, so
Right.
trying to balance it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna start a switch to
I
paper.
get it.
I switched to paper trading mode for the ES. We'll run that. Hopefully they don't mistake that for real orders. Oh man.
So what's going on with your ES?
We don't know.
Data glitch, like it's displaying the absolute wrong price, and then
Like Tradeovate?
Yeah,
Or everything?
Tradeovate.
Huh.
And I know there's a rollover period where the contracts need to be rolled, but seriously, there was plenty of time left on those, so there would be no point in that.
I think 4 days, right? It's still left on them.
Something like 22nd is when they expire, so we got plenty of time. So I don't understand why they would
I
do
don't know
weird
what
stuff
the
like
hell
that.
is going on with Tradeovate. Okay. I'm going to end the stream in just a few minutes.
I mean, different expirations, it's kind of odd. Whatever. I'm switching to paper on it. I'll trade it anyway because I already know I can at least get the experience. And quick as that. That is a nice breakover on that triple top, dude. I'm loving that. I'll ride that right down on momentum. In fact, I might even just show that.
I got 4952 for SPY. And that makes sense. That's 4115. I have that. That's the Globex side, not 4114.92. Silly TOS.
All right, so until this technical issue is figured out, I'm just going to ride this on paper.
So let's go look at that. NPX MDY or MD. I mean, you guys are taking off. Let's see. Boom, there you go. Just hit that level. I was thinking, man, where can I find levels more on you? Because that 2-hour chart, wasn't that? Oh, I'm thinking about somebody different. Hello, PMXD.
Got like a full-on liquidity gap right there. See that?
On who?
The MES. I'm trying not to confound you a little bit. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
You're watching SPY. It's the same chart.
Yeah, I'm watching a couple of things.
Yeah.
I'm just finding some price levels on this PMXD. How many days is this? Okay, we can do this too. Here we go. Where else? That little zone right there just went like that. Let's do this. You know, this stuff happens fast and in real time, and it's not like, we live in a world where we're so used to digital of being able to speed things up. When you do something in real time, it really tests your patience.
Oh, man.
Bullish engulfing, look out.
All right, there's that breakover. Give it to me. Sweet.
So are we flagging? That looks like a bear flag.
Kinda do. Eyes on that 8 period for SPY and ES there. In a 10-second chart, you want to verify with the 1 and 5 for that that trend I was talking about earlier, how to trade that trend and that breakover.
Mm-hmm.
That is the key.
Okay. All right, so this guy right here, PXMD, if you're paying attention to that. Full of wicks. Wiki. Like fish bones. Pre-market levels. That's where you are right now. This zone right here.
Yeah, see, I'm riding this trend here, but if this breaks right here, little bar, I am outie.
Yeah, you've got the you got that. Well, you have to see what happens here. Got that morning star on the 1 minute on the SPY. But, the other one didn't hold, so why would this one hold?
Right. Now, while we're having data issues, if you're watching me on the YouTube channel, I'm trading this with paper because I'm not touching that until I make sure that their issues are resolved here. If it's their issues or my issues, I'm, like I said, I'm still a little bit new at trading futures here, so.
Yeah, and so you haven't got that full year under your belt where you get all those seasons, but you're also a seasoned trader. But this is weird.
I can trade the rails off of SPY, but yeah, this is a different animal.
This is totally weird.
I'm going to cap this. This is starting to threaten a breakout here from a little double bottom on a 10-second chart if you look there. So exit. Quick little 87.50 profit. I could have had more, but I wanted to ride that trend. That trend failed right there until this 1 minute candle closes. I'm holding off. I want to see what's going to happen and whether it's going to continue or not. I can always get back in that trade and ride that trend the rest of the way down. But we're at that point where it's at a support level. See this little pause candle here? That's represented here. So if you're looking at that 1 minute chart, that candle is at 9:53 a.m. There's a little pause there. And this little thing with a double bottom here, we get trend, L1, H1, L2. The idea is if it bounces off support here and runs back through L1, L1 becomes resistance 1, R1. Okay, so if it breaks above 41.24.25, there's a gap range control to 41.26.50. Right there is
You
your
got that
target.
double bottom.
Yep. So if you want to be nimble enough, you can go long and scalp that on the ride back up. But just remember, the dominant trend and the idea behind it is triple top breakover with a bearish trend to go. So my plan would be to short the top of the breakover or the rejection, whether it's rejecting at resistance 1 there or going up to that target 1. And if this starts to trend above that target 1, then we've got all this to revert. No go. Don't take a short position there. You'll get burned. Take it away, Stone.
Man, I'm looking at the MES. I'm trying to figure out this thing right now because I got a concern. I'm thinking, do I have something I'm holding and I don't know about it and it needs to roll over?
Do you have any positions open?
I don't see anything telling me I have any positions open.
You're good then.
I don't know how I would know if I had a position open.
Go into your account and look at I'll take that off of YouTube because I don't want to get my account number out there. Not that anybody can hack it. On the desktop, it won't tell you your position. I forgot about that. So
It won't?
I mean, it will. Look at your open P&L. That'll tell you if there's any positions open.
I got nothing open. Open P&L. Let's see.
If it says 0, you're good. Don't sweat it.
I don't see open P&L. Where would I find that?
So when you hit the
open P&L. Oh, like when you hit the drop box under equity and open P&L.
Exactly.
I got nothing.
There you go. So you're good. As long as all those zeros, you want your total margin used 0, initial margin used 0, maintenance margin 0, day margin 0. As long as those are all zeros, you're out. You're flat. Oh, hey, you can see positions there. My bad. Position history, orders, all in
Yeah, I
blue.
have no working orders, so
Good.
the margin thing, but it kept telling me to roll stuff over.
There you go. All right.
Okay, I saw a double bottom.
Yeah, that's starting to shake out, but it can break over right here. So keep an eye on that 20 period on a 1 minute chart.
Yeah, we're still kind of looking bearish there.
I like bearish.
I know you do. I&M in the meantime, took my eyes off of it, and there it is. Walked up those ladders we drew.
Nice. I love that.
How did I find those ladders? I looked to the control bars to the left. I just went found the big red bars on the 2-hour chart, and I hit them. And that's how simplistic those price ladders are.
Yes, that is quite the system for all you out there on YouTube.
Yeah.
Look into
Yep.
that.
Look, you can take all the indicators.
Yeah, you
Use
can
your
just use
volume.
the candles.
Candles and a couple of moving averages, and then find those price targets, and you could just literally just trade flags all day long.
Sweet. I ran a very short-term position there. Made like 37.50 minus commissions. It'll be a little less than that, but
It's really weird. 4102 and it's 4120.
there's a breakover. All right, well, I've got a couple kidneys floating. I'll be right back.
All right. That's flagging over. By the time I find targets, that thing's going to already be hidden. Bar spinner bar on the 2-hour. There it is right there. Where are we at? 1852. Can it hit those levels? It's all possible. Not saying it will. I'm just drawing them out to have a little target for us to look at where it could go. 11:13, 43 seconds. I&M. Got a spinner there. What you gonna do here, pal? Alrighty then. This guy is giving us a nice little look here. He might pop up and hit that 1893 right there.
Wee-hoo. And that triple top was pretty nice, but that's about where it's going to fizz
It's
out
about
from.
done. Mm-hmm. Yep. That level it was on, it hit that level.
Yeah, I think
That support level right there, right
It's the-
around
this is that time of day where everything kind of
10.
goes sideways until probably about 12:45, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
You know, the old watch that bar 41, that 5-minute bar in the middle of the day type of thing. And that is very, very useful because within a couple
Yeah.
bars of that middle bar, you'll have a indication of what direction the market is likely to run. So you either get retracement of the opening range, you get a range expansion pattern, you get oftentimes you get measured moves out of it. It'll consolidate after a big move and then make an equal big move further up or further down, whatever direction it's going. That middle day stuff, you can watch that shift over, and that market swing in the middle of the day is very profitable if you know what you're looking at.
Right. And that bar 41 begins at 12:50.
Yeah.
Market time.
And always
finishes at 12:55 on the 5-minute chart.
And always watch a couple bars before and a couple bars after, just to make sure you're in the right trend. It'll give you a very good indication around that range.
Absolutely. Let's look at this guy on a 5-minute chart. I'm about to cut.
Yeah, I'm about to call it a day and go eat some lunch and then come back and trade the afternoon.
5-minute chart.
Got so many meetings today.
Is there still a meeting?
That's today at noon, I want to say.
Uh-huh.
I'll have to go back.
Market time?
Yeah. I think that's at noon. That's for just all of us bullish bearish people to get together and, spitball.
Shoot the bull.
Shoot the bull. There you go.
And bear with one another.
Shoot the bull and let the bears eat the carcass. Sorry. I love being a bear.
Is it 1844 coming back up to that level on INM right here? Yeah, looks like we're gonna go down a little further there on the MES.
That was a little bit. Great find, that INM setup. I like that.
Yeah, that was Devin found that for us on Weeble.
Nice.
Well, I'm a little surprised at this guy over here. Hang on, let me go put him on. He's actually doing some movement.
Good
RGLS.
stuff.
I had looked at it earlier and didn't know if this guy was going to do anything, but he gave us a double bottom and we missed that one. Casper had called that one out this morning. I should have had that one on the screen. A little familiar friend right here.
Mm-hmm. Double bottom.
Building on VWAP. Yeah, you might get a little good play out of this guy here, actually.
Look at that. Cracked right up the target, too. Sweet. Love double bottoms, guys. Those are just phenomenal, easy trading patterns.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're on the MES?
Oh, I'm looking at your screen there. I'm looking at the...
Yep. This one right here?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
I thought you were looking at the MES on the 1 and 10 second chart. Although we do have some action here. Now, look, this is a 5-minute chart. See how this bar closes.
Yeah.
Because if this bar closes with a big wick down here and a body up here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know what that means.
Yes, sir. No, exactly.
That means that they're wanting to push it up.
See, it's almost made a 50% retracement from the opening range. It has made a 50% retracement from the opening range low.
Yeah, it's a pullback
to the first opening range high, right? So
that's what that is.
This can likely accumulate a couple bars here, but I think there's a good chance this can run back up in that range.
You'll see here in this last bar, I watched the clock. I don't have it for you to see. I watched the market clock. Right now it's 11:19:27. So this bar is going to have about 30 seconds left to close, and a lot can happen in that 30 seconds. It could flush. It could stay there. So we'll just give it a little look-see.
Here's that last 8 seconds.
Yeah. And we'll have a better idea what's going to happen. Big one down here on the MES on the 2-minute.
It's very useful. That clock comes up on the top edge of the MES screen there, or the Tradovate screen.
Yeah, I watch it too. It's off. It's Central Time for me, but I watch the minutes and the seconds. So there we go. Okay. So now we have and your RGLS is moving, and I think we might get a little push on that INM.
Very nice.
Here we have. I'm gonna end with this. So
yeah,
we're looking at this guy, SPY, and here's my open right here, right on the 8.
Mm-hmm.
Second candle wicks right down there. It gives us this bullish sentiment. Leg up. All right, this is a nice little pullback is what this was. Was that the 50% retracement?
Just about.
Watch.
Get your box on there. Yes. Oh, that tool.
Look at
Yes.
that right there. Isn't that sweet?
I love that tool.
I do. I love that tool too. Now I can put it up to the open and it's right at the 50%. You see that?
Yep.
If I go down to that guy, that's not necessarily the open, but if you do it from the open, the high to the open, there you go. Now you've got an idea of where we are. Now, I'm not saying it's going to do this, but this is an idea where it can go.
Right.
So if this was the first move, right? And I take this little tool right there and I draw it to the top of that move. And now I'm going to take that tool, this little line that I drew, I'm going to bring it over here.
This little line of
And
mine. Sorry.
I'm going to set it at the bottom of that green candle. Click that. And now that is my potential right there, 44.1306, which would be the same length of this move from the open to the high. If we count this as the beginning of this next move, if indeed this is more than a pullback, then it's possible and probable that price will match the first leg of this move on this pullback, and the second leg will be equal to it. Is that right, Mr. Jeremy Sensei?
Yes, sir. That's the typical
So
setup.
yeah, so that's why we use all these different ways to find price. But there's lots of things, and we're going to get in that, and you'll hear from Jeremy. 50% retracement, 50% retracement, 50% retracement.
Like a
This
broken
is a
record.
50% retracement. Yeah, but it's you need it. You need to hear that broken record.
Oh, man.
There's your 50% retracement right there. So, again, this is a 5-minute candle. So, yeah, we've got a lot of buying pressure right there. And so it's potential that we could push up. So keep an eye on that. And on my 2-minute chart here, bar, spinner, who knows? Is that going to be another bar to 410? Could be.
Let me see if Bollinger will permit that. I always look at my Bollinger bands. You know me.
Absolutely. Bollinger Bands are great.
Yeah, we're open to that. If it rides the trend, rides the upper line or upper band, we're well within range. Watching that 1 minute 8 period, it's looking to ride the upper band right now, as a matter of fact. And then we got liquidity up at 41.30 on the MES, so that's ready to go.
3. Put that right there. You seeing what I did?
There you go.
If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Stops are for a reason.
So,
and it looks like I'm going to get stopped out.
Just kind of catch people up. I've been messing with OBS quite a bit, and that's my focus right now. That is a wonderful tool, by the way, open source, and you can use it to broadcast anywhere. Starting this week, probably a little later on, I'm going to simultaneously broadcast to our Facebook channel as well as our YouTube channel, and I think we can handle a lot more volume that way. As far as I can get actually a little bit less latency on on our Facebook channel. So our Facebook page, just simple look for Bullish Bearish Trading, and go ahead and join us up, and probably get a little less latency out of it. So I don't know if the picture quality will be quite as good.
That's what I was wondering about.
But the latency will be a lot less, I'm sure. And the fact is, I can go and use my processor to encode the YouTube stream, and then use my video card to encode the Facebook stream. So 2 different processes. It'll be a lot smoother for everybody. So it won't hurt the YouTube broadcast quality, and at the same time it'll have its own processor utilized in the video graphics card that I have to upload to Facebook. So it'll be pretty cool. We'll be experimenting with that this week, so if there's a couple bugs, I do apologize in advance. But we're going to do what we can to get out there to as many people as we can, because we're here to change lives, guys. That's what we want to do. We want to teach you guys how to manage your own funds and to make good decisions on analyzing your price action and making your trade plans and all that stuff. In a sense, we are teaching people how to fish, and it's going to take some time. You can't just up and learn it in 5 minutes from us and then go utilize it. It's going to take some practice and some redundancy. And as always, we absolutely recommend paper trading. Anytime you are going to be new in the market, paper trade your butt off until it gets boring. But consistent profit is what you're looking for in that paper trading. And when you can achieve that, that's when the lights come on and you can start managing your own funds. And then we've got a ton of stuff to teach people about both simple and complex option strategies that will blow your mind. So stay tuned. We're growing. We're doing big things, and we're getting out there to the world. We want to literally give this to the world. I mean, our membership fees for our inner group, where we get all of the next level library stuff and all the other accesses that we allow for that, even that is just super cheap. So I mean, we're
super cheap. Super cheap.
We're the lowest priced trading community on the market as far as
I can't
know.
believe it. I know. I'm just blown away. And the stuff that we learn in here, and the material we got, and the and the team we've got is just unbelievable. And the little bit of the amount that you pay is amazing. Before I was a moderator, I became a lifetime member because I had decided in December I'm doing this.
Yeah. And it's changed your life. And now that you're a moderator, you're trading even better. So
well, not necessarily when I moderate, but
not
yes.
while you moderate, but now that you are a moderator, you're becoming a better trader.
I'm becoming a hell of a charter, though.
Oh man.
I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just feeling more confident in it.
Dude, I'm confident in your charting. I just let you do it.
Oh, looking at this guy right here. You see, again, when you scrunch your stuff up, it looks different. And when you widen it out, you can really see those channels.
Oh yeah.
That you're looking for, because they're there. You just don't always see them. You have to get in there and get them.
I just realized I had it set to subscriber comments only. Sorry about that.
Alrighty then.
Tomorrow I'll make it so public can comment on our
push.
On our
Just
chat.
still a 2-minute chart. Yeah, I have to readjust that here. What's my position there? Where was my position before? Okay, you got to get up a little bit more. All right, I'm going to sign out, and thank you guys a whole bunch. Appreciate everybody for being here. Stick with us here at Bullish Bears, and we're going to be, I'm new as moderator, and so I'm just starting to put some stuff down in writing for everybody, and how I learned this system from different moderators, and it's more Jeremy now than anything. So there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's keep it simple, straightforward, and that's what we're going to try to do.
That's how I
Y'all
like
have
it.
a great day.
You too, Stone. We'll see ya.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys, we're gonna call it for the day here, and we'll come back out later on. We'll get into some more seriousness in the coming. Whoops, my camera's not on top. Let's fix that. I'm gonna fix that real quick.
That's hit those levels I had drawn out.
There we go. Oh, no, maybe not. I'll just do it this way. Hey, how about that? I can make things happen.
You are good at that.
I'm practicing with the equipment and stuff, and just it's a learn as I go type of situation. So, dang, yeah, I definitely need a new camera for this. This is looking like I'm being filmed through a potato. Let's make it small again. There we go. I've got a nice DSLR on order, so I'll, if you like seeing my face, it's going to be a little prettier. Well, actually not, because that FHD, man, that starts to show your age. You'll see wrinkles around my eyes and everything. I look probably 10, 15 years younger with this low res. I'll just keep it. Kidding. I'm not vain like that. I don't care. The older and wiser me, you'll get to see the wisdom on my face. And I might even shave more often.
Funny man.
All right, guys.
I shave once a week, Thursdays.
There you go. Yep. That's kind of how it's been for me, too. I've got so much trading to do, and there's no time for shaving. Come on now, we'll shave the market. That's our job. That's our job.
Absolutely. Look, we're getting that push. Look out for that high to be broken at 41.3775.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on the phone with Tradeovate and figure this out. I think we got
Yeah.
a halt. No, we don't have a halt. Not yet. You ain't halting. That
Same.
INM is really pushing. So
Same here. Let me know if you get through to Tradeovate, and I'll see if I can get through too.
yeah, I'm going to try to call him right now. All right, guys.
Speak soon.
Bye-bye.
And bye-bye, everybody out there in YouTube land. We'll see you tomorrow.